I'm be real. That title is somewhat clickbait. I'm not using it to determine the NBA award winners, but we are looking at advanced stats as a whole at the end of the season. Because, man, the season is pretty much over now, which is crazy to say. Link is in the description to a suggestion box where you can suggest videos for Kenny too. And also the P.O. Box. The P.O. Box videos are coming back as long as stuff gets sent. Because I guess I can't make a P.O. Box video if nothing's there. So if you want to, it's obviously by choice. Let's get into these advanced stats. Today we're going to use Crafted NBA. Or I think a really underrated spot. I didn't even know they had a little newsletter. We have a newsletter, the Enjoy Basketball newsletter. Link is always in the description, I think. I don't know. Let's go to player traits to start off with. Now, this is super fun. I have not looked at these since maybe the second month of the season. Got to put my green screen up. Since the second month of the season or so. So I don't know what the stats are saying about the best offensive players, the best shooters in basketball, the best offensive rebounders. Is Josh Okogie going to be on that list as a guard / wing player? I don't know. The best passer in basketball, so on and so forth. They got it for defense. And then this other is like the 3-and-D players, the Unsung Heroes, which is what I want to start off with. The number one Unsung Hero in basketball, according to this Crafted PM metric, is Alex Caruso. And here's the formula if you want to know. I don't know. Here's the glossary for everything. I don't spend too much time there. I just take it at face value. And they are saying that Alex Caruso is the biggest unsung hero in basketball, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ain't watching the Bulls, you should be. Naturally, nah. It's all right. We got 6 games left of the season. You ain't got to tune in now. But the surprising thing is to see Chris Paul here, because I would say that Chris Paul, from the eye test standpoint, has had a very underwhelming season. But he's also 97 years old. So, like, at some point, we had to know that it was going to start happening. He's 37, and he's an undersized guard. So you knew it was going to happen eventually, but it seems like it happened pretty significantly. He's always been a dude, at least for the past couple seasons, to be nearly a 50% field goal shooter, you know, a league average and somewhat slightly above average three-point shooter throughout the course of his career. This year, it's actually went up from last year, okay, but still about 35%. Even the free throw percentage is not the 90 percentile that he's been in previous years. So it just feels like it's a down season, and it still is. But they're saying that he's still an unsung hero, which we'll take. And I think the thing that makes it a down Chris Paul season is his clutch numbers aren't as insane like the last 4 years have been. He's more of an average clutch player nowadays. But it's saying, according to the offense, he's having a similar season to Chris Middleton, Mike Conley, and Monte Morris. On defense, it's like Cam Johnson, Landry Shamet. And overall, he's having a very similar season to Drew Holiday. Which obviously is not just true. That's why we don't look at advanced stats for everything, because Drew Holiday's having a better year. But it is fun. I mean, when it comes to passer rate, he's in 100 percentile. He's one of the most portable players in basketball. When it comes to box creation, he's one of the best at basketball. Like, he's got some stuff that's making them look good. Shout out to Christopher Emmanuel Paul, Brooke Lopez, Aaron Gordon, Clint Capella, Derek White. Derek White, yes. Derek White's very underrated season, man. Very, very underrated season. It's cool to see him here getting a little bit of love. They're saying his season is very similar to Kyrie Irving, Mikal Bridges, and Chris Paul. I want to see the similarity score, and we might do that later in the video, that it's like 100%. And I think they even have a spot where you could do that. Doppelgangers, where I could say who is playing similarly to Kobe White this year. Let's just say Kobe White in history. But I'm going to say, forget the classic era. You could put the dead ball era and then the pace and space era. So the people who have played the closest to this version of Kobe White this year. Oh, boy. Right, it is this year. Age 23 season. Oh, man, I don't like this. It's Rodney Hood back in 2015. Or Malik Beasley a couple years ago. Or Peyton Pritchard a couple years ago. That's not as fun. How about we do somebody that's really good? Or maybe not really good. Like, not all-star good, but like a tier below all. Let's go Mikal Bridges, who's been an all-star caliber player since the trade deadline. But let's just say Mikal Bridges this year, because obviously Mikal is one of the best defensive players in basketball. And his offensive input is going up too. Josh Richardson. But it's only a 90%. I need to get something that's like 100%. You know? 100%. Will we ever be able to get that? I doubt it. If we add the classic era and all the ages, you know, even if you're 46, if you had a year similar to Mikal, you could count today. Are they gonna get anybody? It's still the wheel is still going. Is it ever gonna stop? Is it ever gonna find the data? Okay, maybe we go away from Mikal Bridges. Let's say Evan Mobley. Let's go Evan Mobley, the young dude Evan Mobley, all ages, all eras. The best they got is Wendell Carter from 2 years ago. On defense, they got Tim Duncan from 99. Oh, snap! On the defensive side of the ball, they're saying this year Mobley is similar to 99 Tim Duncan. 99 Tim Duncan to make the All-Star game? Is it because 99 Tim Duncan to make the All-Star game? That's weird. Well, 99 Tim Duncan won a championship. I think that's all that really matters. But dang, that's kind of crazy. And they're saying in general, Wendell Carter from a couple years ago and 22-year-old Tim Duncan are the closest comparisons to this Jared Allen. Not Jared Allen. I just read Jared Allen. This Evan Mobley. Okay, let's do this for young players in general. Jalen Green. Year 2, Jalen Green. Give me all the ages and give me all the eras. Okay, it's not completing my run, which is unfortunate. It's only going to give you people that are young. So they're saying that they're saying that current Jalen Green is similar to 20-year-old Devin Booker or 21-year-old RJ Barrett. And one of them obviously is a lot better projections. If you're a Rockets fan, you much rather have that first dude than that second dude. But that's interesting. I wonder why it won't work. So, like, okay, who's another young player? Let's say Josh Giddey. And it's only going to show me these. So if I select all, it's not going to work. It's going to take forever. So it's only going to show me young players. And they're saying Josh Giddey is very similar to Elfrid Payton, but it's not even that high. It's only an 82, when in reality, all the other people be having like 88 to 89. So that doesn't work. Let's say like a now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Select all. Again, it's not going to work, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, it ran. Oh, it's actually working? No, it still only gave me 23 to 25-year-olds, whatever. What about 25-year-old Kobe Bryant or 23-year-old Vince Carter or 23-year-old? What is this? What is this, Shay? Shay's best comparisons on the season-by-season basis are Kobe, Vince Carter, Kobe, and MJ. And then, we're going to get rid of the Tyreke Evans young season. Come on, we thought Tyreke Evans was about to be nice. But, like, this whole list is, like, crazy good players. Crazy good players. Okay. I want to see, is Darius Garland going to get, like, Chris Paul or Steve Nash? Is Darius Garland going to get Chris Paul or Steve Nash? Let's see. Jason Terry, Mark Price, Steph Curry. Chris Paul is number 6 on the list. It's still 91, so that's still pretty high. But they're saying all-star caliber. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I should have been looking at this a little bit more. This video is supposed to be about, like, looking at advanced stats, who the best hero, but I'm having too much fun on this comparison thing. So let me go to Jaylen Brown. But yeah, I just want to see all of the ages. I wish the search will potentially take out over after Bonzi Wells for Jaylen Brown. That's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. Okay. All right, it does say right here you should wait a little bit of time. So I'm going to pick a player like Scotty Barnes, who's been hooping his butt off recently. I'm going to pick all and run. It says it takes up to 60, a little bit after 60 seconds. So I'll give it about 2 minutes and see what it does. All right, it's been about 2 minutes and the wheel is still going. So it's only going to show me younger people. But they're saying Aaron Gordon, Jared Sullinger, and then Chris Webber. I mean, the range of players here is kind of crazy. Between C. Webb and Jared Sullinger to Justice Winslow to Aaron Gordon. That's a huge range. But the offense, they're saying, is Kevin Garnett. They're saying long-term starter. But the defense is like Nicholas Batum when he was 21 or Tatum when he was 20. But again, I wish it did the whole thing. Okay, that's enough comparisons. We might come back to that in a future video. I'm going to go back to these player traits and say who's the best offensive players in basketball. I'm going to, wait, did it go? Okay. I'm going to guess it's going to be Jokic 1. I'm going to guess Giannis is 2, Luka's 3, and Embiid is 4. That's my guess. Oh, it's Damian Lillard. Ooh, on one of my other times, I made the case that Damian Lillard was the best point guard in basketball this season. They're saying that he was the best offensive player in all of basketball, according to this one random advanced stat. Jokic is 2, Luka's 3, Steph Curry's 4, 5 is still Trae Young, Devin Booker, James Harden, Jason Tatum. Dang, where's Joel Embiid? 17th? Is that our MVP? Giannis 14th? Is that potentially our MVP? Yeah, maybe. What about best shooters in ball? Steph Curry, as you can imagine. That makes sense to me. Luke Kennard, Klay Thompson, Desmond Bane, Buddy Hield, Seth Curry, Damian Lillard, George Niang. Okay, George. Duncan Robinson's still here, even though he only played 500 minutes this season. I'll be honest with you, it don't even feel like he played 500 minutes this season. We do got Isaiah Joe down there at 18, which is cool. And who is his most surprising player here? Patrick Williams. That ain't no surprise if you're watching the Bulls. I'm just saying. Best offensive rebounds, Clint Capella, Steven Adams. Yeah, Steven Adams, I read, was breaking some type of record with his offensive rebound percentage. Yeah, it's almost 20%, which is crazy. But when you look at the overall advanced stats, which there's the formula, boom, 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 offensive rebound percentage, regularized, adjusted off, I don't know what any of that means. Drummond is up there, of course. He's always going to be that in his limited amount of minutes. Robert Williams is there. Where the guards at? Forget these centers, man. John Contra and Scotty Barnes. No Josh Okogie, eh? No Josh Okogie, eh? All right. You get a pass. Best passer, you get a pass. From Chris Paul, we saw he was in 100 percentile. And then Tyrese Halliburton. Makes a lot of sense. There's guards at 24. Whoa. Below Ty Jerome, Trey Jones. Ooh, I didn't think he was going to be that low, man. No, I don't like that. Best player in the league. This is how you determine who's the real MVP. The answer is, it is Nikola Jokic by almost 2 full points. Over 2 full points. And Joel Embiid is second. So our top 3 MVP candidates are the top 3 people. So the stat has some type of merit because you're asking who's the best player in the league, and the top 3 candidates are the top 3. Now, what do you value more? It's really up to you. But I'm just saying, by the statistics, Jimmy Butler's number 5, which we love. You know what I'm saying? Who's the surprise? Jaren should, yeah. Alex Caruso is the 23rd best player in basketball. You love to see that, Chicago, baby. We did it. We got one. Okay, that's the best players in the league, bro. That is Alex Caruso's number 23. Best defensive players. Alex Caruso. That's why. I mean, his defensive numbers are ridiculous. Rudy Gobert, Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson Jr., Draymond Green, Anthony Davis. Jokic is number 7, and Embiid is number 8. Okay. What about the worst defensive players involved? Ooh, I don't like this. Bojan Bogdanovic. So you're going to see a lot of players on bad teams. Bojan and Malachi Branham, who's a rookie and 19 years old. Bojan is on a bad team, or he was on a bad team before they shut him down and stuff. Lonnie Walker is probably one of the reasons why he fell out of the rotation. Jordan Clarkson and Trae Young. Anthony Simons was dead last year. So improvement from Anthony. Can we get a round of applause for becoming a better defender? Or maybe he didn't become a better defender. The people around him became worse. I don't know. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey's in the top 10. What's the most surprise? RJ being at 16 is kind of surprising because he has the tools to be a really good defender. I mean, most of the bad defenders are going to be undersized guards. That's just the reality of the situation. They're going to be undersized guards. If we got rid of the point guard position, you got rid of the shooting guard position, the worst wing defensive players are here. What about the worst big defensive? Ooh, James Wiseman, don't love that for you, my guy. And Paolo Banchero's down there too. Most versatile. So versatile basically means that you can guard 1 through 5, and you also get the assignment of the best player. I think Mikal Bridges was one of the top dudes. Last year, Scotty Barnes was number 1. I remember that. Nicholas Batum is here. Hamidou Diallo. Okay. The player that takes the most defensive assignment. That's what I was looking for. I knew Mikal Bridges was number 1 in something, and it was the matchup difficulty. He's always taking the other team's best player, no matter the situation. If you're a point guard, I got you. If you're a small forward, I got you. You're a power forward, sometimes I got you. I'm a little on the size for that, but sometimes I got you. And then DeJounte Murray, which is one of the reasons they traded for him, but it's typically guards. He's not very versatile. And then you got Anthony Edwards. I just love looking at these advanced stats and stuff like that, and just knowing them and thinking about them. We protect this house. This is defensive. Ooh, wait, what is this? This is defense at the rim. Giannis 2% rim attempt defended, and then so it is this rim defense. Giannis is 2. Walker Kessler's there. I'm getting out of here. Miles McBride is up there in the top 10. I'm out of here. Disruptors, it's got to be Alex Caruso, right? It's got to be Alex Caruso. Yep. The man's just going to get in the passing lanes. We knew that. We get to not bad, not good. These are the replacement players. The last thing we're going to do. Wait, is this one of them is like, it tells you like this is the worst player in the league. And I don't know where that's at. Did they get rid of it? Bro, it used to be something that was like, hey, these are the worst players in the league. Was that too mean? Oh, man. These guys are going to be good. These guys are already good. They're trying to say below the age of 24, of 24 or younger, these are the best players of basketball. Dyson Daniels ranks at 12th here. That's what we should be looking for. Amongst all of these are all all-star caliber-ish players. And then Dyson Daniels and Walker Kessler are above Trae Young. AJ Griffin, he's in there. Man, I thought we was about to say this is the worst player in basketball. Okay. Bad, not good. This is about. Oh, no, this isn't. The worst player in the NBA is Blake Wesley. Congratulations, Blake. You are probably the worst in the NBA so far this season. I'm mad. I would be pissed if somebody threw confetti on me for being the worst at anything. But it's him, it's Garrett Temple, it's Thanasis, it's Vec Krejci, it's Keon Johnson. Keon Johnson was last for a lot of the season, so to see him not be last is kind of good. Who is the worst player here with a good reputation. I mean, James Wiseman being here again still sucks. All of these dudes got something in common. It's either they're old, like a Garrett Temple, or they were drafted super late first round picks, second round picks, whatever. And then you got this dude that was drafted before LaMelo. So that's Jaden Ivey's here at 30. Super young, but that's not good either. But 30, you know. Patrick Williams, no! Even with him being an elite level shooter, he's still here? So there's like 400 players in the NBA, so they're saying like he's like 300th and something. That sucks. That's 3-and-D guys. They're saying Herb Jones and Derek White are the best 3-and-D players in basketball. And the guys, lastly, the guys who can be put on any team and be successful. Steph Curry, James Harden, Al Horford, Tyrese Halliburton, and then we got Malcolm Brogdon. How neto. All right, man. That's enough. There's so many stats similar to this where you can just go around and have fun looking at stats. I ain't even look at the GOAT rankings. I don't even know what this is. It's exactly the GOAT rankings. Okay. Yep. Magic Johnson, number 2. Larry Bird, number 3. Where is LeBron James? I'm going to assume that you had to retire to be on this list because I don't see Kevin Durant. I don't see Steph Curry. So this probably you had to retire. I'm going to just quick. Retire is not on here. Okay. I'm going to, 100% you have to retire. I didn't see Steph Curry, Drake. Yeah. All right, leave a like, subscribe, hit the links in the description if you're interested, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.